the easiest way is to have a girl to come over. Now, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If you don't have your own crib, bro, this still can work. I'm not telling you that you should sneak women in or, you know, invite women in on days that your parents have work or they're like out of town. But if you want to, that's up to you. And if you get in trouble, don't blame me for that. Now, there's two ways about going about doing this, right? Now, either A is you simply text them on whatever app that you're texting them to, and you just simply tell them, hey, come over. Or either B, you have to go out on them on a date and then you invite them back after the date. Now, whatever you choose is up to you, and this ultimately relies on the interest of the woman. Now, if the woman is really, really interested into you, you could probably get away with just simply texting her to come over. Now, it's about how you text her to come over. I'm not saying you're texting the woman and you instantly just say, come over. No, you're going to text her for a little. Then once you're texting to her a little, you might ask a question like, what are you doing? And she might tell you what she's doing. And you'd be like, lame. And she's going to be like, how's that lame? And you'd be like, oh, because you could be either doing A, the activity with me, such as if she's watching a movie, you could just be like, you could be watching a movie with me. That's how it's lame. Or if she says she's just doing something else where you can't really say that, you could be like, lame. You could be spending time with me instead, right? That's really the easiest way that you could do it. Or you could just simply say, hey, do you want to come over for a few? I've done both of those. Now, in both instances, she might put up a barrier, but in instances of if you're trying to set up a link, right? Normally the first links that you ever set up with a woman, they do some type of bullshit. Very rarely does that first link ever really fall through. Now, the simple solution to get the link to fall through is you simply check her on what she did and you simply say the lines of, hey, I don't think this is going to work out because I don't appreciate how you wasted my time and played with my time. I value someone who is willing to communicate and, you know, update me because we are grown at the end of the day, and that's what I like. If she doesn't hit you with the, you know what, you're right, that's my fault. Actually, would you like to reschedule to such and such? I'm sorry. Then cut the girl off right then and there. But if she hits you with that, then you're simply good to go on to the next phase of, you know, actually inviting her over after that. Because no matter if you try and take her on a date or invite her straight over, most of the times they're going to do some fucking little bullshit ass shit like that where you have to check them on. Now, let's say you go out on a date with the girl, right? If you go out on the date with the girl and y'all are chopping it up, you're having a good time, you know what the fuck you're doing, right? Simply, you would start up a conversation about things you have in your house or your apartment or whatever you live, right? That y'all can both do together. Whether it be watching a scary movie, because most women like scary movies, it would be a good topic to bring up, you know, movies, what movies she's watched, what movies she likes, what genre of movies she likes, and you simply be, at the end of the day, or whatever you feel like, you can tell the vibe is good, right? You be like, hey, you know what? This is a really good scary movie that just came out, or this really good scary movie. Do you want to go back to my place and watch it with me? I've never seen it before. Now, if she says something like, oh, I already seen the movie, because she might say some bullshit like that, right? You simply say, well, I haven't seen it. You know, I might need someone to hold on to while I'm scared. You playfully say that though. Now, either she's gonna be with it or she's not with it. Most of the times they be with it. Now, off of the vibe, if she does not come back with you on that date, you could try other dates, but me personally, where I'm in my point in life, if she does not come back with me in that sense of time, I just categorize her as a time waster and I simply move on to the next and I stop wasting my time. Now, that's if I even go on dates like that for the first links. I rarely ever go on dates for the first links. I usually keep my method to simply the text message method where I simply tell them to come over, whether it be, hey, do you want to come over for a few, or either, hey, you're lame, like what you're doing is lame, you should be, you know, spending time with me, or that's lame, you should be watching the movie with me. Now, in my cases, most of the times, all these have all worked based on the interest that they've shown me. Now, of course, if you're going and you're literally cold shooting, I don't really think the success rate on this is going to be as high because you're shooting your shot in the dark with women. This is mostly going to work on women that have shown you some type of interest, but they're most of the times they're going to do some bullshit. You check them, then you proceed to hit them with whatever method, whether you know you want to take them out on a date, learn their vibe, because not only when you take girls on a date, it's also like a preventative measure to actually realize like if they're crazy, what they got going on, to not get yourself in like, you know, a setup situation or anything that extra that comes with the woman. You feel me? Where I live and how I move, I feel like it's comfortable to go with the text message method. It's all up to you and what you want to do and what you prefer. If you want to get comfortable with the girl before you bring her over to your house, that's good and well. You just simply take her out on a date, feel her vibe, and you simply just be like, I have this back at the crib, you know, you want to come over and, you know, check it out with me, or hey, you want to watch the movie with me? If you got a pool table, be like, hey, you get a pool, anything. You can really work off of anything if y'all are really vibing and the connection is there. It's not that hard. Just don't really bring up, hey, do you want to come back to my crib and get fucked? That's a no-no, obviously. But followed everything I said in this video with the A to the end of, you ask the woman out, she might say some little bullshit, you simply check the bullshit for like why she either trying to flake on on you, or whatever the fucking the case is. She might even ghost you and hit you up the next day. You simply just tell her, hey, I don't appreciate that. I'd rather you communicated me from the beginning. I don't know if this is gonna work out, because I feel like communication is key. She does what she needs to do and she apologizes and then reschedule. Everything's gonna work out smoothly and you're gonna be good to go.